next Master of Naval Lodge for the 210th year of our existence. What's interesting about this lodge is it actually predates the Grand Lodge of the District of Columbia, so it was formed before the actual Grand Lodge of DC was ever a thing. So lots of history. So, like I said, wow, incredible turnout tonight. It's somewhat overwhelming. I'm going to get to some thank yous here in a moment, but first I think I really have to shower some thanks and praise on my beautiful wife, Jacqueline. Without her work for this, none of this would have been possible. And honey, I'm glad we're Team Stealth Bomber. Thank you for always supporting me. Thank you for believing me. Thank you for making life a wonderful adventure. So, I want to talk about kind of 5 levels of commitment that I see here at the Spades this evening. Being family, friendship, brotherhood, community, and citizenship. So, first, I also have to recognize my parents. Thank y'all for not killing me while I was growing up. All that stuff that you told me, you were right. There, I said it. But really, though, thank you really for just being kind, wise, and generous people that I would have a great example to look up to. And to my own brother Michael, one of the smartest people I know, I'm proud of the man you've become, and I called dibs on the first Pabst Blue Ribbon that you serve at your whiskey bar. Next thing, Spencer, you're one of my oldest and best friends in the world. Thanks for making the trip up from the dirty South, brother. So, but there are many wonderful friends here tonight, though, too. I have some great friends here from Ole Miss tonight, Hottie Toddy y'all. There are also some Buckeyes in the audience, you know. As friends of my wife have become dear friends to both of us. Some of the brightest minds in Boeing may also be found here tonight. While there are certain benefits to working for one of the greatest companies in the world, I consider the friendships that I've made there to be the best of my experiences there. Thank y'all very much for coming as well. There are friends from the old running club here, the old Hash House Harriers, a group of misfits, but it's the reason I met my wife, so I have to love them. I'm kidding. Thank y'all very much for coming as well. Friends from the old Bureau of Labor Statistics softball team, Magnum PPI. Great to see y'all tonight. From TNDC. Explain the acronym later, and even friends of friends and friends from, I guess, the random encounters that happen in DC that people who have now become good homies. Y'all's continued support has bolstered me over the years, though. Thank you very much for helping me become more like the man I hope to be someday. Brethren, you guys are a family to me, and there's no question that my involvement in this lodge has resulted in me being a better man. We've come far together. Of course, there is farther yet to travel on this rugged road. To the families and the friends of my beloved brethren of Naval Lodge, please come up. I offer you this solemn promise, though, for this year. I will do what I can to ensure that what we do here is meaningful, enriching, and compelling. And I will make every effort to be inclusive of our families and send our brothers home a better man at the end of the night than when they arrived earlier in the night, at least usually. I encourage each and every one of you to participate and to provide input and feedback as the year progresses to better gauge the efficacy of our efforts. So please let me know how we're doing. A little over 2 years ago, I made a very smart decision and went to business school. I've had a great privilege to get to know a lot of great people in the program. Gifted people that show up in force when you ask them to. It could just be the free booze. But anyway, it's been a great honor to get to know each and every one of you. Brethren, these are some brilliant and motivated people. We want them on our side. Bartenders, please be liberal when pouring their drinks. So as for citizenship, we face what I perceive to be a dearth of civic leadership in this country. And to that end, our theme for the year will deal with leadership in its many aspects and applications. We'll examine some of the art and the science, some of the theory, as well as examples of leadership in practice. We will be recognizing women in leadership. These are topics I'm passionate about. I'm very excited for the programs of the upcoming year. There'll be great programs to involve the families in. We'll also be hosting a women's forum this year, something we've talked about a long time. Finally, we'll execute it this year. An event put on by the spouses, or by the spouses for the spouses, and we'll provide the champagne. So, like I was saying, I'd like to open up a lot of the programs for the lodge this year. But don't worry, brothers, all of our rituals involving skulls and goats and bloody daggers will continue to be done behind closed doors. For all of you non-Masons in the room, all the horrible things you may have read on the internet are 100% true. Y'all should see what we do with the coffin during our holiday party. But the bigger picture is that we're growing, and we're trying to expand our footprint here just in the community, not just on Capitol Hill, but in the greater Washington, D.C. area as well. I hear you, Raya. So if you have projects, if you have things you're trying to get done in the city, let us know. We can offer brain power and muscle. Well, we can offer free labor at least. We're here to be a good source of good work in the community. And while we've done pretty well over the years, like I said, we've been growing. It's time to do more. So, getting a little bit meta on everyone now. When then President-elect Abraham Lincoln was leaving Springfield, Illinois to assume the presidency on the brink of the Civil War, he addressed a crowd of well-wishers, saying that our Declaration of Independence gave liberty to the people of this country and not to all the world. This was the fulfillment of an ancient dream which men have held through all times. They might one day shake off their chains and find freedom in the brotherhood of life. Freemasonry is one of the last surviving rites of passage these days. We've been led to believe that fame and fortune are just a Google search away, and the mainstream media loves to tell us stories of overnight successes. The accomplishments of such people are usually highlighted while their intense dedication to prepare is often ignored. In all actuality, the big secret of Freemasonry is that there is no big secret. Like most things in life, it only reveals its most useful secrets after years of study, thought, and reflection. Freemasonry, and what Naval Lodge number 4 offers in terms of Freemasonry, is unmatched as a way for men of conscience to contribute greater to society while simultaneously building themselves into better husbands, fathers, brothers, colleagues, and citizens. We live in largely uncertain times, and in today's world it's sometimes easy to feel futile or to feel as if your individual efforts are sometimes without a great deal of meaning. I say let us live as proof that good people can prevail, that we may secure individual, social, and societal prosperity for the good of all. The way I see it, we stand at a critical nexus in history. Frighteningly enough, it is well within our power to destroy our civilization. So what we do with our world right now will powerfully affect the destiny of our sons, daughters, and then remote descendants. If we capitulate to greed or superstition or stupidity, we possibly condemn our world to great hardship and suffering. But, on the other hand, we can use our compassion, our intelligence, our technology, and our wealth to ensure that every person on this planet leads a meaningful and abundant existence. Self-transformation is one of our greatest challenges as human beings. We're all facing extraordinary demands in extraordinary times, and yet few of us are satisfied to be ordinary. Whether in our marriages, in our work, as parents, as children to aging parents, as colleagues, and as citizens. Ordinary is not enough anymore. So the cliche that a man's got to do what a man's got to do is wrong. And the truth is that a man's got to do everything he can. Thank you all very much for